Jack Dolgen, and this is the Lions Report. I hope you're ready for an awesome episode featuring a number of different varsity baseball and softball games. In fact, not only did both teams perform excellently, but we even have a walk-off thriller for you, so get pumped because the Lions Report is about to begin. So Horace Mann was taking on Riverdale, the former Ivy League runner-ups. Now, top of the first, already with a 2-0 lead, there's Riverdale hitting the gap shot between a converging Glenn Brickman and Harrison Bader to give Riverdale a 4-0 lead. And there's Brad McCandless and the Lions looking to respond to the early hole. Brad's going to hit a single past the diving shortstop's efforts to pull Horace Mann within 2, 5-3 now. And then, still in the first inning, there's Harrison Bader. He's going to hit the 3-run home run to left field, and Horace Mann had a 1-run lead, 6-5 in the first inning, putting on a fantastic offensive show here. All right, so we skip to the fourth inning now, and here's Horace Mann with a double steal, and Brad McCandless stealing home. He's called safe at the plate to give Horace Mann a 1-run lead. What a terrific effort, which was critical. However, here's Elias Walk on the top of the fifth, giving up this blooper that somehow manages to find its way between Harrison Bader and Michael Reese. Suddenly, the game was tied, and Riverdale had men on the corners with only 1 out. That would be it for Elias, so they brought in Cameron Brown, but he led up this single to left field. And Riverdale would take the lead, although Ben Green's going to throw out the runner at third. What a terrific effort. But still, Horace Mann trailing by 1 run and only 1 inning remaining, and here's Michael Reese getting things started. Bottom of the 7th, 1 out. He's going to get on base, and that would set things up for Ricardo Fernandez after a Ben Green walk. So first and second, 1 out. Horace Mann staring defeat right in the eye, but there's Ricardo pinch hitting. He's going to lace it to right field, and the Riverdale player misplays it, and suddenly Horace Mann is going to have a chance to win it. There's 1 run in. Ben Green rounding third base. He's going to come in, and he scores. Horace Mann completes the upset coming from behind, and what a moment. And please note the contrast, by the way, between the team mobbing Ricardo and the old man walking by. But anyways, what a terrific moment for this team. We had an interview with Ricardo in a moment.
All right, it's a great victory. So start, keep the bus rolling, guys.
Ricky,
let's go.
Ricky, let's go, Ricky. He did it. He did it.
We are here live with Ricky, who just hit the game-winning hit against Riverdale. Now, please tell us, how does that feel to get that exhilarating first hit?
It's exciting. You know, Coach just told me you might pinch hit in the 7th. Called me up, runner on first and second. Got lucky, Cole threw me a fastball right down the middle, 1-2, just smashing it to right.
When did you know that you had it in the bag?
Damn. Going into that last inning, the amount of energy we had, it was ridiculous. Everyone was cheering loud. It was a great atmosphere. It was ridiculous. It was just crazy.
What's it like at the bottom of a pile?
Painful. Have 15 guys on top of you.
All right, so we were still on upset alert here at the Lions Report because Poly Prep was playing Horace Mann softball. And just to give you some info, Poly Prep was undefeated on the season. However, here's Horace Mann in the early part of the game. Hit a ground ball to third base, but there's Sarah Land sliding in, and she's called safe to give Horace Mann a 2-1 lead. Nevertheless, Poly Prep was at it here in the top of the 3rd inning. They're going to line this ball past the Horace Mann outfield, and this would tie the game up as the Poly Prep player would reach third base. Nevertheless, Horace Mann trying to work out of some more trouble, and here we get some defensive help as Sarah Land comes and slides to make the incredible catch as she does a somersault on her way. I think we're going to need another look at that. As you can see here, she slides and tumbles over, but gets under the ball to save Horace Mann a run or two. And then there's Cara Annunziata lacing the ball past the center fielder of Poly Prep to give Horace Mann a sufficient lead in this game, as she would reach third base on the incredible hit. And then the sacrifice fly here would all but seal the deal for Horace Mann, as you can see a phenomenal effort by the Poly Prep player, but clearly no match. Horace Mann took it 9-3. Alright, so for the next game, we have Horace Mann baseball against Dalton, and bottom of the first, Horace Mann getting one of their easier runs as Bader's going to reach second base on this errant throw by Dalton, and Horace Mann had an early 1-0 lead. Now, we skip along later, and here's some more typical Bader production as he's going to swat the ball deep to center field just out of the sprawling effort of the Dalton player, and Bader's going to wind up on third base as soon as you know it. Meanwhile, his partner in crime, Jesse Roth, is also taking care of business. Here he lines the ball out to right field, but Michael Reese is going to tag up from third base, and he's going to be called safe at the plate. What an effort. And Horace Mann had a 5-1 lead. However, this game wasn't won simply by the offense, as Ricardo Fernandez is going to get some help from his defense. Michael Reese is coming on from his second base position all the way into the outfield to throw the man out at second base. What a fantastic play. Meanwhile, Nick Burko behind the plate deserves to get some credit for this. He's going to throw the man out at first base, and Horace Mann would take care of business, winning it 7-1. And for the last game of the episode, Horace Mann softball didn't play Dalton, but Walton. And in the top half of the first inning, here's a Walton player coming in and sliding just before the tag can be applied to give them an early lead. But here's Horace Mann responding as they're going to get called safe as the tie went to the runner, and then Walton's going to overthrow it. Horace Mann would tie the game on that play as the runner advanced to third base. And then here, Horace Mann also capitalized off of more defensive errors by Walton, as the Horace Mann runner is going to round third base and come in for the slide and reach just in time to give Horace Mann a 1-run lead. And then Horace Mann's going to finish off this game as they would rip a single to right field just out of the reach of the Walton player. But take a look at Stephanie Chi at first base. Watch this heads-up base running. Phenomenal. She spots that the Walton player is going to throw it to catcher, and she runs to second base. Meanwhile, the catcher overthrows it and to the outfield, which would allow Stephanie to score easily. Horace Mann won 14-4. Clearly, the baseball and softball teams have been performing extraordinarily lately, going for a combined record of 4-0 on this video. However, I do want to point out that we didn't get the chance to cover all their games, and some of them did include losses. For example, the baseball team suffered a loss to Powerhouse Poly Prep just a week ago, but luckily, the two teams will be playing at Clark Field this Friday for a chance at redemption, so we really encourage you guys to go out there and show your support. The baseball team right now has a record of 8-5, including 6-4 in the Ivy Leagues. Meanwhile, the softball team has been doing even more extraordinarily with a record of 6-2. They'll be playing at Poly Prep this Friday, so by all means, if you want to go down to Brooklyn, please do so. But either way, we really encourage you guys to go out there and show your support for these two tremendous teams. That's going to do it from the Lions Report. But I'm Jack Dolgen, and thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.